Hello everyone. Welcome to Magical Stocks channel, where fundamentals meet technical. We sold the first magical stock last week, which was bought last October 2020 based on our signal and target price. It is a success in gaining more than 30% as we target. We will further discuss this later in this video. Here is the summary of the performance of the magical stocks for last week. The PSE index went down from 7,289.88 last January 8, 2021, to 7,238.46 last January 15, 2021. This is a minus 0.71% decline in the index. Meanwhile, our magical stocks did not follow the trend of the index. Instead, it went up by 0.31% from 211.71k pesos to 212.36k pesos. The gap between the index and the magical stocks widens from 17.3% to 18.6%. We were already locked with the gain of LTG. We sold it during the week. For this week's video, we will show the signals why we sold LTG, and we will update the performance of our November and December experimental magical stocks. We will also update the portfolio of our October magical stocks after selling LTG. Before we proceed with our update, and if you are interested in investing using our magical stocks or simply like to monitor the effectiveness of our system, please like this channel, subscribe and hit the notification button to keep you updated weekly. Let's first discuss the November experimental magical stocks performance from January 8, 2021, to January 15, 2021. Here is our worksheet for the experimental stocks. The November experimental stocks are gaining 7.21%. DMC lost its gain from last week and is now in the red zone together with LTG, who is losing by 1.75%. The good news is, the other three stocks are gaining lead by SECB, which is gaining by 23.68%. Let's look at the trend which we started to monitor last November 20, 2020. The PSE index gain went down from 1.67% last January 8, 2021, to 0.96% this January 15, 2021. The gap between the index and our portfolio further widened up from 5.84% last January 8, 2021, to 6.25% this January 15, 2021. Our November experimental magical stocks is edging the market, proving that the experiment has positive results. Let's now discuss the December experimental magical stocks performance from January 8, 2021, to January 15, 2021. Here is our worksheet for our December experimental stocks. FGen went up from 10.11% to 13.48%, further adding 3.37% in its gain. TEL also further gained from 3.87% to 6.71%. Top loser is still DMC, which is now losing double digits at minus 10.23%. Overall, December's magical stocks are now in the green zone, coming from the red zone in the previous week. The second week of 2021 is the week where the December experimental magical stocks went to green. Let's look at the trend of the experiment, which we are comparing against the PSE index. After 4 weeks of tests, the experiment is now edging the market by 0.53%. In its first week of edging the market, it was also above the benchmark after staying below the benchmark for 3 weeks. Here is the worksheet for our magical stocks, which we have an actual investment. We sold LTG the previous week with an upside of 36.14% without the taxes. The total actual realized gain is 10,752.77 pesos, with a dividend payment received last December 2020 equivalent to 405.0 pesos. Here is the checkpoint in selling our LTG shares. We sold LTG at 13.56, which is within our target price of between 11.5 to 18.0 pesos per share. Selling it at 13.56 pesos per share yields a 36.14% gain, which is above our 30% target gain. The weekly MACD chart shows that the MACD line crosses the signal line, and the stochastic chart shows that the %K and %D line crosses above 80. Satisfying the 4 conditions, we sold LTG. Hence, we are already locked in with the gain of LTG in our monitoring. We will add the capital and profit of LTG in our buying this January 2021. Our portfolio now shows a 41.68% gain with all the realized and paid dividends added. DMC is now below 30% gain while SECB is gaining above 50%. Here is our current BPI trade portfolio without LTG in the list. It is gaining above 40%, which is still strong considering the sideways trend of the PSE index. That will be all for the Magical Stocks update this week. Thank you for watching. Early this week, we will be screening the January Magical Stocks and we will execute the buying between January 18th to January 22nd, 2021. Quote, novice traders trade 5 to 10 times too big. They are taking 5 to 10% risk, on a trade they should be taking 1 to 2% risk on. Unquote. Bruce Kovner. See you in the next video. Have a great day ahead.